If I wanted something, I took it.
Everything is always watch your back.
High crime hotspots persist decade after decade.
My mom and my dad were heroin addicts.
They have lack of family support.
I was hooked on drugs real bad.
I grew up with this anger, hatred, envy.
In 1981, there was 13 prisons in Texas. Today, we're at over 105.
My feelings became numb. Women were a piece of meat.
Drugs is the nation's problem.
They say that I'm a real bad guy, but really, I'm not a bad guy.
I had lost all contact with my heart.
But imagine we bringing peace within an area that's known for violence.
I would always like to fight. I was always in trouble. And I was stealing a lot of stuff to support my habit.
Got started hanging around the wrong crowds that introduced me to the needle, you know, and that's what really messed me up.
I sought self-worth through drugs, alcohol, sex. I always sought peace outside of myself.
No positive roles in the neighborhood. Everybody was, you know, poor. We all wore the same clothes because all of our parents shopped from the same sales stores, and they started calling us a gang because we were dressed similar. We came from the same neighborhood and we hung around together.
You just go 2-3 miles this way, you go 2-3 miles that way, and what you'll find is neighborhoods where there are huge proportions of young minority males being removed and sent to prison. And yet those are exactly the same neighborhoods that have the highest crime rates. One would think that the neighborhoods that are being punished the most would have the lowest crime rates. The crime persists because it's not fundamentally about criminals. It's more about the social conditions under which criminals come up and are raised. The weakness of formal justice approaches in responding meaningfully to these underlying issues is becoming more and more apparent.
As a warden of a facility, you take a great degree of pride in what you do. Every day we have offenders leaving out the front door of this facility. We know that they're going to be my neighbor, your neighbor, and everybody else's neighbor. I think criminologists and everybody else that's involved with corrections will tell you that while these guys are incarcerated, that we offer some type of rehabilitative tools and measures that actually impact how these guys think and react.
Restorative justice and community justice is working to find new ways to attain justice. The common threads are aimed at trying to heal harms, to reveal the inner person that's underneath this facade of the offender. That real person is there. That real person is the one who wants to rebuild their lives but don't know how.
So we've got high recidivism and return to prison rates in the U.S. generally, in Texas definitely. One place here in San Antonio, Dominguez State Jail, is one place that's modeling something that's different that really hasn't been tried as far as traditional prison programming. It's been running, I think, for the past 4 years. It's the Peace Education Program. It's one of the many efforts of a larger umbrella organization known as the Prem Rawat Foundation. And it's a humanitarian organization that operates within the United States and abroad.
Today, with prisons being almost in every community in the state of Texas, we've opened our doors up to allow community to be involved in what we're doing as far as rehabilitating offenders. And when we're approached with any type of program, such as the peace program that was presented to us, I looked at it and I thought, you know, it's not going to cost us any money. As a warden of a facility where resources are extremely difficult to come by, you take those opportunities, and surely it's been a success on this facility.
The Inner Peace program has been going on since October 2007. It's a program that enables the offenders to look within themselves, to find peace within themselves, so that when they do go back into society, they can deal with life's everyday problems. It's a very small-knit group of facilitators. They dedicate themselves to bringing this program and keeping this program going. I have to mention there's no financial support. They do this on their own. This class was what we needed to try to bring some peace within the system. The benefits from it is that the offenders that's attending the program, very little problems we're having with them due to this class. A known statistic that I have is that only 3 offenders has returned back to the Dominguez unit that was in this program, out of about anywhere from 700 to 1,000 offenders that went through the program. So it has a positive impact on the offenders, has a positive impact on the staff here, because if we get 30 offenders that act right, then the mission we're trying to complete with this Inner Peace is done.
When I got here, a friend of mine, I ran into him and he's like, hey, go to Inner Peace on Wednesday. We can meet there and we can talk. They give you a pen and some paper. Our first reaction was, I can get something out of it. I can get a free pen and some paper to write. So we came with that intention, me and a couple other guys. We came and, you know, at first it was all about a pen and some paper, totally opposite intention or purpose of these classes. And we're picking up little messages here and there.
Why am I here? Why? What is the purpose of my life? Knowing the truth will liberate you, free you, not enslave you. Question becomes, what do you want in your life? Knowing or not knowing?
I can be emotional. I can show my feelings now. It doesn't matter. I don't have to hold my head up high and make people fear me. Prem Rawat has slowed me down a lot. Make me realize it. I've wasted half of my life chasing things that aren't even happiness. This is not a religious program. It's about finding yourself on the inside for the person you really are. Because we're not really these convicts, these bad people that they paint us to be. Deep down inside, we were all young, innocent little kids.
He said that an unlit candle can't light any, but one lit candle can light thousands. If that's what it takes, if I can better myself and have peace within me, clarity, happiness, be content, I need to better myself before I can help anybody else. That's really what caught me.
Prem teaches us people live in 2 minutes, the minute that just happened and the minute that's on its way, you know, the past and the future. He teaches us to live in the 3rd minute, which is the here and the now, how to just appreciate being alive.
I haven't seen my dad in 15 years, and I've had so much hatred to him. And it's helping me find that inner peace inside myself to forgive him for everything he's done.
And when you come to the place that you're all right with just who you are, everything else falls into place.
With the Prem Rawat program, it is a program that seems to tap into the offender's need to find a source of inner peace even when they live in turmoil. That inner peace revolves around mindfulness, self-awareness, and seeking, if you will, their true self.
My name is Chantel, and welcome everyone to Inner Peace. I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to Lisandro Martinez.
Hello everyone, how y'all doing? As you all know, I sit in those same seats watching the same videos as you are. I want clarity. I want understanding, just like all of you do. I remember being here in Dominguez 3 times, and I remember crying under the sheets. I had to put a front. Yo también tengo mis placazos, but that's not who I am. I don't need to put a mask on anymore. I'm learning to get in contact with that person who I used to be, the innocence. I'm learning how to love me.
And he tells us that if we were the demon that destroyed our life, why can't we be the angel and fix our own life?
The astonishing part about it is he's not forcing you to learn it. He's not giving you a certain time to understand it. You're doing it on your own. And that's a good thing about it. And that's why I still attend these classes.
I would hope other wardens would value my opinion regarding this program. I think every warden in any prison, probably in the world, will tell you that if we can control how offenders react to conflict and give them tools to deal with what we call life issues, it's a win situation, and it would definitely benefit any warden in any penal institute anywhere in the world.
To free your heart and your mind, you know, and I think Inner Peace helps you with that. I'm going home Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. I'm so glad to hear that.
The way I feel now, I want to take the peace that I have in here with me when I get out.
You guys have a good day.
You too.
Thank you very much.
I do have feelings on the inside, and Prem Rawat has brought that out.
And my family, they see a change in me.
If you can just stop and appreciate just being alive.
The recidivism is very low.
I've gotten my daughter back in my life.
It's been a success on this facility.
I'm stepping out into a new way of living.
I'm going to do whatever it takes, keep trying and trying and trying until I get it right.
I feel happy with myself.
Thanks for returning my son. Thank you for helping him find himself, to believe in himself. Because lo que se había perdido regresó. Bendito sea Dios.
A lot of people talk about peace, but Prem Rawat, when he speaks about peace, he's not talking about peace as opposed to war. He's talking about a personal peace that each one of us can have The Prem Rawat Foundation is there not only to bring his message of peace around the world, but there's also a humanitarian function that he's vitally concerned that every human being be able to live their lives with dignity, peace, and prosperity, that there's an essential dignity to every human being. And the prosperity is not only to thrive in this world and have a second chance, but a prosperity of joy that exists for every one of us.